Happy Festivus, one and all. Welcome to a special edition of What Caught My Eye, or WCME Sports. I am your host, the coach Nick Vesci, joined as always by the boy Stephen Vesci and the man Stephen Comlo. And for our special Festivus episode, we are joined by newly inducted Hall of Famer into Loudoun County High School Athletics Hall of Fame, the pride of Rutgers University, and newly minted world champion defenseman for the New York Atlas of the Premier Lacrosse League, Mr. Michael Rexrode, joins us.
Thank you, boys. Thank you.
Welcome,
I appreciate it.
Well,
yeah.
Fired up
congrats,
to be here, guys. Thanks for having me back.
Yeah. The biggest thing, obviously, is the ship. Like, that's an incredible accomplishment. It's insane to think about that. Like, we got to watch you and right after we talked to you too, watch you guys go through the season and watch you take that home in the way that you did. It was an incredible game against the Denver Outlaws when you guys were the two best teams in the league the whole year. So just real quick, take us through like the game and like what it felt to be like in that game and all the ups and downs with it.
Yeah, I mean, well, first off, you guys are good luck or something, because come on the show one time and then a couple months later we're winning the chip. But so yeah, I'm loving this. But yeah, no, it was a crazy game. It was, those big games like that. So this is the third championship I played in. The first one was 2019 with the Denver Outlaws in the MLL. And then I played again in 2020, but that was like a bubble season, so it's kind of weird. So this is the third one. So kind of familiar with the territory, but the stage is a little bigger, it felt like. You're going out there and there's fireworks and all that crap, you're trying to stay focused, and it's like you don't expect the fireworks, but then they're right behind your head, so it's like a jump scare. But the game itself was unreal. I mean, I felt like certain games you kind of settle in and you feel like you're kind of comfortable and you feel like you're kind of in the rhythm of the game, and you attack each possession like at a time. And for some reason this game just felt like it all happened, everything at once, and it was just like never could get comfortable. It's like every possession was like for the the game winner. It felt like the game winner every time we were on the field. So the pressure just felt, elevated. Every moment was just kind of like on high. And it was unreal. I mean, there are certain moments where it felt like things were moving in slow motion, and then everything else was just like fast forward. Specifically like Xander's leg, breaking, and that was nuts. It felt like I went back and it took me a while to watch the game again, because I felt like I missed a lot of it for some reason, even though I was there. And, sometimes I don't like watching the last game of the season because I have an idea of how it went in my head, and I don't want to mess with that because I watch the game from like a critical standpoint. I'm like, oh, I could have done better there, or we should have done this instead. And I watched this one like a month later, and I turned the game off. I was like, that game just was warfare the whole time. It was just nonstop. It was like, you guys ever watch Uncut Gems?
Heck
Yes.
yeah. Great movie.
You're like sitting on the edge of your seat like the whole time. You're uncomfortable. It felt like that watching the game again. It was an unreal experience. And afterwards, it was just like, you dream of that moment for so long, and then it's like, it took me 8 seasons to win one, and I haven't won a championship like that since 8th grade. It's been a while. So you think about it for so long, and then it happens. You just like, don't know what to do. It was awesome experience.
Who was you bring up all the stuff afterwards. Who was the first to lift the trophy? Who got to touch it first?
I want to say it was Trevor. Trevor is kind of right there, which I think if anyone, I think we would all unanimously vote for him to lift it and be the first one to touch it.
Yeah, how much time did you get with the trophy? I know you said they don't like, let you hold it with like the Stanley Cup, but like how much time did you get to hold it and really let it sink in?
Yeah, we stole some time with that trophy. So we they're pretty protective of it. So we won the game, did all the stuff on the stage, and then afterwards everyone kind of gets to hold it and take pictures with your family on the field. Then we all go back in the locker room, and it's like the least drinkable trophy ever. Like, it's not a cup, it's just holes everywhere. It's like the only thing
that on purpose.
Yeah, like you're trying to get creative. Yeah, 100%. So you're trying to get creative and like pour beer down the side of it, but it's like trying to drink beer off a mirror. It's like you're not. There's no luge effect there. So we're trying to do the best we can. You end up wearing it all, and then afterwards we did like an after party with the league, and it's kind of like their year-end party. So it's like all the staff, and then the pretty much everyone is at the game, but really the only winning team shows up
Yeah.
with all our families and all that. Yeah, I would do the same thing if I was on
Where's
the
the
other team.
trophy now?
Good question. They hit it. So
Sons of bitches.
yeah, we had it at the restaurant with us at this after party, and like we're all hanging out at whatever, and then someone from the league is like, "Hey, you guys gotta give the trophy back," and we're like,
Over my
"Nah."
dead body.
Yeah, we're like, we just got it. We worked a while to get this. We're not giving it back 10 minutes later. So we're holding on to it. And then the guys like trying to sniff it out, like all the staff sniffing out. We're playing the shell game. So like we're putting it behind our backs. We're like, oh, I think I saw Trevor had it over there. So they go ask Trevor. Meanwhile, we're hiding it. Like we're trying to stuff it away so we can like get it, because our teammate was getting married in San Diego that next weekend, and we wanted to bring the trophy there. And so we're playing a shell game, and then we ended up taking it with us to the club, and one of the staff members is like, I'm not leaving you guys unless I get that trophy. We're like, well, guess you're coming with us. So he's like hopping in he's like hopping in the Ubers and just like bird dogging us until he could find this trophy. And then, we're all at the club, and eventually somebody just put the trophy down, and we turn around, and that guy and the trophy are both gone. Haven't seen him since. So yeah.
Please tell me this guy was wearing like an all black duster, like out of the Matrix.
I'm picturing like the keeper of the cup from the Stanley Cup. You know what I mean, Nick? The guy that's in every
with the gloves.
celebration, follows it around the world, white glove treatment. It's like his child. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I wish it was like that, but it was more like a guy who knew that if he didn't get it back, his dad was gonna beat his ass or something. Like he had to get it back before his dad got home or something.
Guys, I have a curfew, guys.
The last thing his boss said to him before he left the party was, "I'm going home. Bring the trophy home with you."
Exactly.
If you don't have the trophy, don't come home.
Don't come home. Yes.
Oh, exactly.
So,
I love you, Packy. He's the man. That guy's my boy.
So how long did the party go for? So obviously you have the initial one, but how long did the full celebration last?
Oh man, well, it kind of ended pretty abruptly. It's like you go from the game, you do the post game like locker room thing, or like champagne. Like the locker room looked like Dexter's kill room. Like there's plastic everywhere, like taped on the walls. It was, and they hand you all these ski goggles and stuff, and it was pretty cool. But you're like in there for an hour and a half, whatever it is, and then you get on the bus and you go to the after party with the league, and then we all went to the club. We were out till like, I don't know, 4 a.m. or whatever it was, and on a Sunday in New York City. Yeah.
Allow you to be open till like 4 or 5 in the morning.
Yeah, it was nuts. I mean, thank God we got a championship paycheck for winning that thing, because we all blew it that night. It just disappeared immediately.
Yes.
But we got home at 4, and then came down to the lobby at like 7 or 8 or something like that, and I'm like walking out of the lobby, and my roommate, who was Gavin Adler, was walking back in from his night out. I'm like, dude, where have you been? He's like, I got a story for you, and he just reconvened in the room. It was so funny. Yeah. So, but then after that, it's like, the next day everyone kind of flies out. Some people were flying out early, some people were a little bit later in the afternoon, and then some people like lived in New York, so they hung out obviously. But yeah, it's like all of a sudden everyone's gone, and then you're back to normal life. But we got to extend it a little bit because my Danny Logan got married that Friday. So we flew out to California, and, got to see a handful of the guys there, and kind of kept the party going for a few days. So I swear, I felt like I was on a bender for 2.5 weeks. It's like, going to work, I have no voice.
That's incredible.
As it should be.
Yeah.
Who was the most surprising celebrator? Like the guy that you were like, I did not expect this dude to go that hard and be this nuts.
The hydration specialist.
Yeah. I mean, our guys like to get after it quite a bit. So, but I'll say Jeff Teat is probably like the biggest surprise, because he's kind of like, he's so smart and like methodical on the field, and he's never in a rush, like always calm, cool, and collected. And then all of a sudden he's like the champ. And I swear that dude was cross-eyed for 75% of the night. Like, Some of the pictures we have with that guy are unreal. And then you see him at Danny's wedding. I have this awesome pic. He's like on the dance floor. His shirt's completely unbuttoned. He's got like a boa around his neck, like sunglasses on. He's like leaning on everybody. I'm like, who is this guy? You know? Yeah. He was getting after it, as he should. He's the best in the world. It's nice to see him let his hair down.
I love that. I love that. That's hilarious. I was hoping there was at least one person that fit into that.
Yeah.
We would be remiss if we do not have you talk about your assist in the championship game. I believe your first points of the season, or second?
First career assist. I had a 2-point goal this year too, so that was those. I had those points earlier in the year, but my first career assist, and I don't know. I think Jeff told me afterwards. He's like, dude, I thought you were shooting that. I'm like, yeah. I didn't like that angle. Jeff's like, you weren't even throwing to him. I'm like, I swear I was throwing to him. He's like, no, you weren't. And I don't know. I just kind of snuck up the field and ran down, and for some reason they slid to me and slid off of the MVP of the league. And I was like, all right, I'll throw it to the guy who gets paid and to score goals. And he hammered it home, so it worked out pretty good.
If you were playing defense in that situation, do you stop ball or do you just go to the MVP and stop him and say, all right, let this guy shoot?
Knowing me, I mean, I don't want to give the scout report to anyone who's going to watch this, but knowing who I am, if I'm putting a scout on myself, I may be hitting you with like a little pump fake to make you think I'm going, and then snapping back and then just seeing what happens after that. Yeah. Especially you got a good goalie like they have, man. I don't know. I might be taking my chances.
Like on a 2-on-1, you don't slide off of Ovechkin. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like you got to stay between him and the puck.
Yeah. You just tell your goalie, hey, I'm letting that guy shoot it. So you're gonna see that one the whole way.
So you brought up the MVP, Mr. Connor Schellenberger, boy from UVA. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
You know, talk about like just his development throughout, from year 1 to year 2. Obviously, winning the highest individual honor you could get from a playing standpoint. How much of a difference did his development make from year 1 to year 2, and you guys getting over that edge and winning the championship?
Yeah, I think for Shelly, it was like he came in year 1, and we all knew he was super talented, like ridiculously talented. He was impossible to guard. I call my fiance after every practice, and I'm like, thank God Connor Schellenberger is on our team, because he's putting me in a blender every week, and he kills my confidence. But it's nice knowing he's on the other end of the field from me. I think year 1 he came in, he's like, we knew he was talented, but he didn't want to step on toes. Like he was kind of finding his fit, especially working with the previous MVP of Jeff Teat. You don't want to take the ball out of Jeff's stick either, right? As playing with Jeff. And then Shelly was also dealing with some injuries last year, so he's kind of trying to play through that, but not step on toes. So I mean, he was unbelievable his first year, but this year he came out and it was just like, hey, Shelly, Teat, you guys are sharing the ball here. Like, Teat, you're gonna draw a ton of attention, and then when you draw all that attention, you get over to Shelly, and Shelly's gonna have plenty of opportunities on his side, and then vice versa. This year, I felt like he came in with a lot more confidence. He came in healthier, and I think we kind of all saw how unguardable he actually is. I think he's the most complete player in lacrosse. Like, he can kind of do it all. He's so smart about it, and he takes it so seriously. Like, he is a very disciplined guy off the field too. Like, he's gonna stay dialed in. He's not gonna get too out of control. He's another sneak surprise for post game MVP. We saw quite a bit of Shelly after the championship. It's funny. It's like all season he was staying dialed. Like, after wins, he would he'd hang out, but he wouldn't go crazy. And then as soon as that championship happens, like, him and Jeff Teat, the two most like dialed in guys, are just going nuts. But yeah, I think all that to say, he just came in with so much confidence this year, and then the more he got going, and the more our team kind of like boosted him up. It was like, Shelly, go to the rack, man. Like, your guy can't guard you. I think the more he succeeds, the better he gets. Yeah, I mean, he had a lot of success this year. So yeah.
So you brought up Jeff Teat quite a bit. Obviously, he was the previous MVP, so pretty amazing you got to play with back-to-back MVPs. I believe I was watching some NLL action last week. Is he on the Ottawa Black Bears? Like, how is this guy doing all of this?
Dude, he is insane. I mean, that's why I say he's the best player in the world, is because he's in the indoor game and he's, a top 3 player in the indoor game, and then he comes to the outdoor game and he's, the smartest guy on the field every time he plays, and he like gets a quiet like 6 points every game, like we're not just like, he's not like having like 12-point games and then 1-point games. Like he's consistently 4 to 6, and he's not a guy who's going to force it and go for points on his own. I think he lets the game come to him, and he's like so patient, and he's like surprisingly strong too. Like he leans on you. He's so balanced, and his stick skills are unbelievable, and he understands the game so well that he doesn't have to be the fastest guy out there. He doesn't have to be the biggest guy out there. He'll just like understand what's happening, understand what the defense is giving him, and then he'll be able to make a play out of it. And he's another guy too where I'm like, thank God he's on our team, because guarding him, it sucks too. So.
Yeah. So another person I wanted to ask about, you brought up earlier, was Xander Dixon. Xander Dixon from.
I'm guessing he's from UVA, but I could be wrong.
Yes, I believe he is from. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, he is. So he sustained that very tough injury in the championship game. I did see. I believe he's re-upped his deal coming back with the Atlas. How's he doing? If you know, how's he doing with his leg? Because
yeah, I've talked to him a bunch since the end of the season, and with all the free agency stuff going on. So him and I are always in touch. He's a great friend of mine, but he's doing well. He had surgery on his leg. I mean, he was in great spirits. Right when it happened, he was tough as nails. The leg broke. I saw him roll over, and his leg was, he picked his leg up off the ground, and it was like hanging like that. I'm like, dude, it was gross. And but we go in at halftime. He was still in the locker room. Like the doctors were like situating him to take him to the hospital, and he never showed it. He never flinched. He was just like, you guys better win this game, like yada yada yada. And couldn't have been more supportive of the guys. Obviously disappointed he couldn't finish the game, but that was his health was put second to the objective of the team, which was awesome. But he's doing great. He had a surgery done. He had like some metal rod stuck in his leg, so he's some bionic robot now, and he's been great about it. I think he's his physical therapy's coming along well. I think he's starting to run a little bit, and he's kind of getting back into it, so he should be back by next season.
Really, like not missing any time.
I don't think so.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah, I think he was kind of fortunate. I think it was just a bone break, It's like his bone just broke. If he was like, cutting arteries or ligaments or stuff like that and needing some more dramatic surgery, then not that his surgery wasn't dramatic, that it was a rod hammered through his bone. But but yeah, so he's not healing ligaments. The bone heals fast, and he'll be all right.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
You brought up free agency.
Mm-hmm.
Will we see you in an Atlas uniform next year?
I'll break the news to you guys. I just extended a new 3-year contract, so we will be back in New York.
It's a clapping again, Combo.
Yeah. Oh no, this absolutely warrants some clapping, because now I know that I didn't spend money on an Atlas jersey for nothing. Let's go. Let's go.
Heck yeah,
congrats,
brother.
Dude. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's I appreciate Coach Pressler, and him and I have a great relationship. We have a lot in common with, some of the things we do off the field with like hunting and fishing and stuff like that. And him and I have always gotten along well. So very happy that he's offered to bring me back, and it's never a bad day when you get to sign with the team that just came off a championship win. So yeah, very excited.
I'm glad you bring up the hunting and fishing, because I was looking at your PLL page, and it has like your fun little facts at the bottom of it.
Oh yeah.
So you mentioned a lot about hunting, fishing, hiking, camping, etc. And then one of your favorite shows that you have listed, I don't know how accurate this is, you have the Meat Eater show.
Yeah, Steve Rinella, man.
Big Steve Rinella fan, huh?
Huge Steve Rinella fan. I've been listening to all his audiobooks while I drive to work and all that, so I made it through his whole Meat Eater series. And I'm a huge fan.
Great show. So how do we get you on with Steve Rinella? He's had Luke Combs, he's had Joe Rogan. Why not Michael Rexrode of the New York Atlas?
World champion New York Atlas.
Yeah, world champion New York Atlas. It's really funny because me and my wife have just all of his old like hunting episodes are on YouTube now.
Yeah,
and so
I've heard that.
It's it's great to just watch through. We just have it on a loop. It's like a 120 video playlist. I was like, he has some like big names on there, and then he also has just somewhere it's just him and his buddies. I think this is gettable.
Yeah.
We got to get you and
I'd be all
Steve
over it.
Ranella bumping some game and getting in a blind together.
Oh, I'd be all over it. I would love to do it. I saw you had Luke Combs on, and then he had a baseball player on that one time too.
He had Pete Alonso.
Was it Pete Alonso? I don't think I saw that episode.
Pete Alonso.
Were they
Maybe it was.
Polar bear?
No, they were not hunting.
The largest land predator in the world, correct, boy?
Yeah, I believe it's also the only predator that actively hunts humans.
Good Lord.
That'll get your blood going. That's some real shit right there.
That's the most dangerous game type of hunt thing that can hunt you back, like rickety cricket.
Have you done any hunting in the off season? You mentioned like post celebration and coming down off that high that you're trying to you're just kind of back to normal life. Have you done any hunting in the off season?
A little bit, not as much as I'd like to. When I went home to my parents' place over Thanksgiving, I got in the stand for a couple days, and it was like, my dad, where we're hunting, he's got cameras everywhere, so he can he's got tabs on the whole every stand he hunts. I was in one stand one morning, and then the next morning I was in another stand, and then the camera at the first stand went off, and it was this giant 8-point buck that was like, well, that's the one I'm trying to shoot now. I was about 300 yards the wrong direction, so they got around me while I was there, but so I don't know. I might try to get in a little hunting here, like some waterfowl hunting in South Carolina. I think that season kind of just started up, so I have a couple buddies who are into it.
You got the flyways that are going to be opening up big time here in like the next month or so, right?
Yeah. I'll be honest. I'm like totally novice at waterfowl hunting. I've only been duck hunting one time in my life, and so I'm just kind of like along for the ride with my friends on on that one.
What's your favorite game to hunt?
I love turkey hunting.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would like to elk hunt the most if I would ever get a chance to do it, because it's like turkey hunting on super steroids, but I do a lot of deer hunting. I went pronghorn hunting for the first time in 2024, so I got a pronghorn in Wyoming.
Oh, that's incredible.
It is freaking sweet.
Stuff, baby.
Yeah, it was awesome. So I went out there. I've been trying to draw a tag out there for 4 years or something like that, and then my high school buddy and I applied together. And he has a cousin who manages a bunch of ranches out west. And his cousin was like, "You got to draw the tag. I'll take you to the spot if you get in this unit." And sure enough, we got that unit. So he took us to this spot, and it was unreal. I mean, we were there for 10 minutes, and there's just antelope popping up everywhere. And you're just like, it's not shopping, but it feels like there's so many that you're kind of like get to pick a little bit, and then you don't see any you like, so you drive over the hill and you look at another big group, and then you don't see any you like, you drive over the hill and pick up another big group, and then finally saw this big group like from a mile away and got a little, snuck in on them, and there was probably 30 of them sitting together, so you're trying to like not scare any, and then there were so many that we spooked one group to get to another group. Like we looked at the first one and we're like, the first group of them, we're like, all right, we don't see any there that we want to shoot. Let's wait till they get over here so we could scare them the right direction so we could see the rest of them over there, which was a totally new experience for me. But yeah, ended up killing a really nice one on the first day. And yeah, it was awesome. Then we were out there for 3 days, so we just spent the rest of the time like driving around this huge ranch, and we saw a ton of elk and took a couple pot shots at a coyote, and so it was a great time.
I have a lot of friends that have been like turkey hunting since they were little, and so not to turn this into like a hunting podcast or anything, but you mentioned traveling to Wyoming for hunting. Have you thought or tried going for a turkey grand slam?
I thought about it. I haven't gone for it yet. So I've killed easterns, and I killed a Miriam out in Washington. It was kind of super lucky. First time I went, I picked a spot on a map. I'm like, that place looks all right to me, and drove up there and like couldn't even get there because the gate was closed to get to it. So I just parked and was like, I basically parked right underneath the turkey. And I drove the round trip. I drove 3 hours and I hunted for 30 minutes.
Yes. Oh, that's efficient.
Yeah. Oh, it was great. It was great.
What is the Grand Slam of turkey hunting?
Rex,
Steven,
I'll let you take that one, Rex. You're the seasoned pro
All
here.
right.
Because I think there's 4 of them, right?
Yeah. So you got the Easterns, you got Merriam turkeys, you got Rio Grandes, and you have Osceolas, I think,
Yes.
in Florida. So you can kill 3 of them in Washington State, which is where I was living. So it was Eastern turkeys are on the west side of the state. Merriams are kind of in the middle, and then there's like a little corner that has Rio Grandes. But yeah, I only got a Merriam in the state. My dad, I think he just needs a Rio Grande to complete his slam. He got an Osceola last year.
Nice.
Yeah.
The Osceola, from what I've learned, is the elusive one for a lot of people. So,
yeah,
Nick and Stevie. So in my experience, most people that go for the Grand Slam do it because they end up having all the 4 different turkeys have different fans, and so it's almost like a trophy when they kill a turkey. They have the fan taxidermied and displayed, and so when you hit the Grand Slam and when it's confirmed, I believe there's some organization that will send you a plaque or something to that effect when you hit it, when you actually get your Grand Slam. So it's kind of cool.
It's no championship trophy, right?
No, it's no championship trophy, but it is a big deal in the hunting community when you go for your Grand Slam.
Yeah, there's more turkey slammers than there are PLL champs. We'll just say that.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Boom, stick it to them.
Yeah. Way to bring it back to lacrosse too. We can get off the hunting stuff now. I want to talk about that for a little bit.
Yeah, boy, you got any burning questions, boy?
I do. I noticed in the let's get back to the game a little bit here.
Okay.
I did notice in the game, you got into it a little bit defending your goalie with an outlaw player. Do you remember what was said during that? If you can repeat it, or were you just trading pleasantries there? And hey, good game, man. You're playing really hard.
Yeah. I was trying to gas him up and tell him how awesome he is. It was kind of a weird play because I was up the field a little bit, and I turn around and I just see my goalie on the ground, and like that guy standing over him, and I'm just like, I don't know what's going on here, but I don't like this. I'm just gonna go cause some trouble. Like I go running over, and I just like, I didn't punch him, but hit him with like the palm of your fist, like right in his chest. And
style.
Yeah, a bullshito on him. And so I gave him a decent shot, and then I don't remember what I said. I probably told, like you said, told him how great he is and how I like his outfit or something. Next thing I know, like Liam is like guarding, like defending him, and I'm like, aren't you on my team? Like, why are you standing between me and this guy? I'm trying to help you out. What's going on here? And we gave him a hard time about that because he was buddies with that guy in college, so they're still best friends. So yeah, we gave him Liam a hard time about that, and the picture didn't help because it was like, he's got him. He's like no, like this. And then Trevor's right there too. So it's like all these Atlas players are like trying to get at his boy, and then there's Liam like holding everybody up. We're like, all right, I guess you're okay. Like, are we good? But in the hindsight, I mean, Liam was probably doing the right thing, like making sure nobody gets a flag. But you got to let them know. You can't just let your goalie get tossed around like that.
You can't let it go
unsaid. Yeah. What's that?
You got your shot in too.
Oh yeah. You gotta get one.
Count.
Come in hot.
Face is dirty.
Yeah, exactly. It's easy when they got helmets on. You can just grab them and like turn them around a little bit.
If fighting were legal, like the way it is in hockey, right? Yeah, you still get a penalty, but you can do it. Would you be one to drop the gloves?
If it came to that, probably would. Yes. I feel like we all say enough mean stuff that we probably deserve to get punched at some point. So, but yeah, I think it's kind of a dramatic penalty to, like, you get fined and all that now. So there was a time in the PLL where they said do it. Like they were like, they didn't like encourage it, but they're like, if you want to, you can. And they treated it like hockey. And they've since rolled that back a little bit. Yeah. So then now it's like, if you take your stuff off to fight, like it's a big deal. Like you could do it if you keep your stuff on, but then it turns into locker boxing, and
what's the point? Yeah. You're just gonna get yourself hurt. Yeah. Because I asked, obviously we're talking about that, but the goalie fight in the NLL, which you may have seen over the weekend.
Yeah.
Is that, I don't know how much but like that seemed like it was like a normal hockey fight, right? Or do you think those guys got like suspended and fined?
Sorry, like choking up here. So let me grab some water.
There you go. Yeah.
It's championship water right there. Is what that is.
Well, it is now, at least. So, yeah, I think the goalie fight was crazy. That guy for the does he play for the Rush? No, the Night. What is it? The Nighthawks or something like that. Hartley is his name. I met him when I tried out for the San Diego Seals, and that's not his first goalie fight. Like, he's done that a couple times, and just playing with him. Like, even it was like 7 years ago, I tried out for the Seals. He would get fired up in the goal and like talking smack and all that, and you knew he just wanted to get after somebody, but he's got all the big pads on, so he can't. So I feel like as soon as he gets a chance, like if he knows the other goalie will do it, I feel like he's trying to do it. I don't know.
Was that the bigger guy or like the
he's the skinnier guy.
Really?
He's the skinnier guy. Yeah. He likes fighting.
Insane. I'm watching.
You
it
didn't
right
see
now.
this combo? Oh,
no, I haven't seen it. They shed all their stuff.
Yes, they looked like they knew exactly what they were doing. It was dramatic.
Yeah, they're going at it like kids in a ball pit. Just that's incredible.
Yeah, it's funny with the box league fighting. Like, I'll never talk smack on a guy on these fighters because I think pretty cool that they do that. But like the style that they fight is like hockey fighting, which I think is funny because in hockey they hold each other up while trying to knock each other down because they're on ice. Like, you kind of have to. You're propping yourself up a little bit with the other guy. But the indoor lacrosse, like, they're holding each other up, but they're on turf. It's like you're holding on to each other. So like you can't get away, they can't get away, and you just like it's like you're just throwing hands in a box, like in a telephone booth. So it's like it's a pretty funny way to do it, But it's like they adopted the hockey style, but they don't need the hockey style. It's fun. It's hilarious.
Do you think?
But there's some big knockouts.
Yeah, do you think they do that because a lot of those guys who are playing that were hockey players growing up?
I think so.
They're just like, that's the only fighting they know.
Yeah, I think so. Plus, you turn into a boxing match and it's like, all right, maybe somebody actually does get, their clock cleaned here. And, I feel like it's the safer way to fight maybe. But, I mean, there's some guys who get knocked out every year. You might have saw it. Like, Rogan had one on his podcast. He pulled it up the one time. Elijah Gash. He's this big dude who plays for Toronto. And that dude throws some haymakers. And he's, 6'4". His reach has got to be, like a 7-foot reach. So he's throwing these bombs. And these other guys, again, he's holding them out here and just like clocking them. And he's putting these guys to sleep. It's nuts. He one-punched the guy last year. It went viral. So some guys get clocked pretty good in those fights. But
Do we need a Goon 3 lacrosse edition?
I think it might take off.
Elijah Gash is Goon. He's oh my gosh. He slept that dude. I'm watching him fight what's that name there that's laying on the ground? Belter? Zach Belter?
Hardly know her.
Yeah, that's oh my gosh. Dude, that's insane. Yeah, they shed their stuff, not the pads, but the gloves and the helmet. Yeah. He's fired up too.
Well, wouldn't you be?
Yeah, I mean, you just had a little Donnybrook.
Yeah, boy. Any more burning questions?
I did have one about playing defense against a guy like Brendan O'Neill.
Oh yeah.
How that goes, how difficult it is against a guy his size, and would you rather play against someone who's that size, or would you rather play against someone smaller and a little bit shiftier?
Yeah, that's a good question. I kind of like the size matchups a little bit more. I think we have, we had Gavin Adler for the speed guys a little bit more, so I kind of took on the big, bruiser guard or matchup. But guarding guys like him, you see guys play at different styles. Like there's certain guys, those big guys, sometimes they don't have the range, so you can kind of play them inside the arc a little bit more and kind of bow up and try to, put a line in the sand and say you're not going to pass here. And then when you hit, then you get your support from your teammates. So you're rolling back a couple of times and you have opportunities to double team. Brendan O'Neill's not that way. He's a guy who's huge. He can run real fast, especially once he gets going. It's hard to stop him. And they send picks to him. So it's like, all right, now you got to run around somebody while trying to run with this huge dude and make contact and drive him out. So I find with him, it's like you kind of have to press him a little bit. Just his style, I think. He wants to catch it around the arc, make one move and get to a spot. And if he's catching inside the arc, like, you're in a really tough spot. So if you can shut him off inside the arc and make him catch it wide, and then go like meet him when he catches the ball so he doesn't get ahead of steam, you can kind of bump him off his line a little bit easier and crowd him a little bit. And then if you force him to shoot on the run from certain spots and give a, when you have Liam Entenmann in the goal, it allows you to kind of play this way. But make him shoot, even if it's to a strong hand, you make him shoot on the run and try to disrupt while he gets there. And then you just bank on your goalie making that save. And then, if you can, which we messed this up in the last play of the game, if you can double off the pick around the arc, that's probably the way to do it, because he gets close to the net. Now those passes are really short, so you double the pick, and if he hits the slip, then you rotate to it and hope that the ball, you can get there before the ball does. But on the last play of the game,
is there any science, I guess, or film study to make sure he doesn't spin off his right, fire with his left hand because he's lefty? At this level, does it matter if you force him to his right hand, or does it not matter?
Yeah, he's you would like to force him to his right hand. He's very good at going right and then getting it back to his left real quick and sticking it, especially in those low angle spots. Like in the championship game, he hit 2 from very low angles, which are low percentage shots for most people, but he just has a way of hitting those shots. So sometimes it's okay to force him to his strong hand. And that's kind of what I ended up doing, because he hit 2 from those low angles. I'm like, all right, you know what? Liam's seeing the shots from farther out. If we can let him shoot with his left from 15 as opposed to, a low angle from 6, maybe Liam has a better shot. So we ended up forcing him that way, and Liam had a much better time. So sometimes going to a strong hand is better. And for him, I think that was the case, because you also got to remember that his whole career, people have been forcing him into his right hand. So he's kind of got those moves down. Like, he figured out how to hit that. His big thing is he'll go right-handed, and then he'll lean in on you, and he's so big he can get that ground, and then he'll kind of hit like a fadeaway. So he creates space for his hands, kind of lean, and he just has a way of finding the net from those low angles with his stick kind of over his head. So he hits these leaners. So, initial game plan was get him to his right hand, and then once he hit a couple, I was like, all right, let's let Liam Entenmann be the best goalie in the league and give him the shots he wants to see.
Like prime Zach Randolph.
Yeah.
Any grievances you would like to air before we wrap this up?
Grievances?
For Festivus, in honor of the tradition of
right.
Festivus.
I mean, in honor of Festivus.
They can be about us.
Let's see. Oh, there's no grievances for you guys. No grievances for you guys.
Thank God.
Let's see. Hold on. I feel like I got to flip this before I see that.
Oh, yeah.
That's incredible.
All right.
That's incredible.
That's my first time wearing it. I've had this hat for a year. This is my first time wearing it. First time I got to do that. So that felt pretty good. I'm not going to
lie. Flawless execution.
Yeah. Thank you. Grievances, huh? My first grievance is the PLL didn't let us get to keep the trophy.
That's gotta be it. Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't have a parade, you didn't get to go to the White House, classic stuff. It's the grievances that everyone has, really.
Yeah. I know. I say that every day.
It's crazy because you guys are the first New York men's sports team to win since what, like 2011, 2009?
That's what I'm saying.
First men's team in New York to win a ship.
Get us in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade or something. Give us a float, a big
that
bull float.
Nice.
Or they just let you hold the Woody the Woodpecker balloon.
I'd take it. I'd take it. Beggars can't be choosers.
I love it. All right, we're gonna wrap this up here, unless you guys have any more burning questions that you need to ask.
No, I don't. Rex, thanks for coming, brother. It's good to see you. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, guys. It's a great time. We'll have to do it again soon.
Yeah,
I got one announcement. I got another announcement for you. Oh, Champ Series coming up in February. Y'all better tune in because your boy's picking up a short stick this year.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. We'll be involved. We're getting in there. Yeah.
Yes.
So tune in. End of February. We'll be there.
I'm all in.
I love it.
Yeah, it's in Northern Virginia too. If you guys are down the road,
yeah, they did. Yeah, they did it last year up there. I forgot where. Is it in Loudon or is it in Fairfax?
is it the St. James something? I don't. It's like Fairfax, I think, somewhere closer to DC.
Yeah.
Arlington, maybe somewhere in that area.
Okay. Yeah.
I love it. Show the people the shirt, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Let's see that shirt one more time. Champions, baby.
Yeah. For the boy Stephen Vesci, the man Stephen Comlow. I'm the coach Nick Vesci. This has been a special Festivus episode with newly minted world champion Michael Rexrode of the New York Atlas. Thanks for joining us. It was great to have you, man. Happy Festivus again to everyone out there who celebrates it. Happy Festivus to you, Michael, and your family. Go back having fun with your soon-to-be in-laws, and happy holidays, all the rest. Best to you, and we hope to see you soon, man. This is great. We love doing this.
Yeah, would love to do it again. Thanks again for having me on, guys. I'll talk to you later.
Sounds
Happy
good,
Festivus. Man. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Woo!
Merry Christmas.
See ya.